Hey everybody, this is Tyler here from behind the scenes of the FC Start animation movie. I decided to make a YouTube video, first video I've done, I think, in several years, updating the progress of the project. I thought it would be a good year to do it, a good fresh start to try to do perhaps some more videos into the future. So hopefully there'll be some more. So please consider giving this video a like, and it helps to promote the channel. And consider subscribing, because this is a little bit of a test run. And based on how simple I can create these videos, I may start doing them more as a proper kind of ongoing YouTube channel. I'm almost completely off of social media. I find it to be a much healthier situation for myself, and I can be more productive and focused. And I did have a Twitter account, and some of you may have been following me there. I did not delete that. It was suspended after I I barely post anything other than my project on there. And this year I retweeted something that was critical of the country where this whole mess started, and it was a political cartoon. It was very, I thought, very benign. And a week later, my Twitter account was gone, and I spent years trying to build up a following there for my project. I made one political retweet, and it was gone. So I'm getting off of the social media for the most part. I may be doing more YouTube channel type stuff. We'll see. But I wanted to give an update in person uh, directly to all of you about what's going on inside the project and where we're at, and also kind of try to have some optimism and be face to face with so many of you I haven't seen in years, so many people that I'm close to that I'm not able to see in person. So this was a chance just to kind of reach out and wish you all a happy holiday season, and and make the most, try to make the best of the situation we're all in. We have not stopped over here on this project, and I'm going to be showing you some things from it just to show where we're at. Hopefully, it will kind of remind us of where we were and how we started this project years ago and how far it's come. And hopefully, you can enjoy some of that. I'm not ready to show the movie. We're getting close, but we're not there yet. It's been a quite a journey. There's a lot to talk about. What we did, what we've been through. I mean, the project was held hostage in the Philippines for over a year. Um, all the struggles just of making a movie were there. Trying to keep people contracted, being able to pay people. This is all coming pretty much out of my pocket at this point. Uh, and we've managed to survive, and we've managed to make it through it. It's been a hard year for a lot of people. So this video is not, it's not meant to sound like any kind of a complaint. I think it's actually, my intentions to make this video is to hopefully inspire the idea that even in the difficulties of life, if as long as you're planting those seeds, as long as you're watering them, get up, just face it, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. You end up getting out of it eventually. Myself, I had a pretty rough year. I'm in Canada. Um, my I can't even drive a car here right now. I've they took my license whenever I moved. They took my American driver's license from me and replaced it with a Canadian driver's license. But then my because of the worldwide situation, I ended up getting kind of stuck here, and I'm not going to go into all the details of it because it's kind of a mess to even try to explain. but I'm at the mercy of the system quite a bit. And but I'm okay. I'm making it through it, and not really gonna worry about it. Um, my artist in the Philippines, who I've been hiring, he also has had a really rough year down there. It's especially hard, I think. I've been keeping in touch with him. They've been having typhoons. His house is being flooded. He's having to move. He's having to uproot his family. Um, I try to keep him like paid while I'm not being paid myself, uh, and and I'm okay with that. Like it feels good to do stuff like that for people. Um, so I've also been kind of stuck in a house, as we all are kind of been quarantined. I'm stuck in a house, and next to me is this enormous amount of construction. I mean, 15 feet from my head, and it's been like that since I get up in the morning, and then I go to bed at night the same way. And it's hard to move. It's just like everything is a mess, right? It's a mess for all of us. I think it's a mess for a lot of us, and I'm sure we all have our stories. And so I'm not intending to complain about my own situation. My point to make is, even despite all of this, even despite all of this, we keep moving. Like, we have not stopped. We get delayed. We've been delayed time and time again. But the project itself it hasn't stopped. Like, there's always work being done on it. And I know it seems like crazy how long it's taken for us to do this, and it's driving me nuts. It's really, really hard, like, psychologically, to like keep going and to stay stubborn. Like, I don't want to be too stubborn. You want to finish it. You want it to be right, but at some point you have to let it. You have to let it live. You have to let it finish. And the issue is, with a project like this, I have a high standard of what I think it should be, especially at this point. The look, I can't change the script. I think I've become a better writer since I started, but the quality of the image, it needs to maintain itself throughout. And so with an animation, once you set that standard, uh, to do anything less is going to be noticeable. It'll be noticeable if we rush through it. Um, if we try to make it something uh, that's done just to get it done. I have no idea what it's going to be like when we finish. I have no idea what's going to happen. Um, to me, this has all just kind of been a test, at the least, in the most minimal approach to what it is. So, at least in the end, if we finish it, that will be that will be a victory in of itself, just to have finished it. I hope that we can take it to the next step, which would mean getting proper financing from a studio and turn it into a feature, and then it shouldn't take us nearly as long, because then I'll be able to hire a bigger team. I'll be able to hire an actual team instead of one artist. It's been mostly just me and one other person working on it, and that's a huge undertaking. So anyway, I don't want to take up too much time. I just wanted to give an update to everybody, because I know it's been a long time since I've given an update. I'm a little bit embarrassed by how long it's taken me to make this movie. I'm a little bit embarrassed to say, "Oh, we're almost finished. Oh, yeah, we're almost finished," and then we're not. And then something happens. Life throws itself in front of our work, and throws itself in front of the progress, and then we get delayed again, and we get delayed again, and we get delayed again. But just to kind of like give a specific status of where we're at, uh, we have composited, like fully composited. Um, it's hard to say if it's half the movie, because sometimes it's really hard to say where, if it's like 100% there, and how much of it is 100% there. But the two biggest kind of headache scenes are done, except for we have to put the background paintings in the windows and whatnot, and that's pretty easy with all things considered. And then we have one more big ugly scene. I call it a big ugly scene because it's going to be tough. But once that's done, all the difficult scenes will be done, and everything else should just start to kind of fall into place. A lot of the work has already been done, and now we just need to plug it into the pipeline of the moving image. So, not to bore people too much, I appreciate you sticking with me and watching the video, and I hope everybody will have a better year. I'm sure we all have our stories of what we've been through this year, and it will be over. I mean, we will get through it. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. Keep doing the things that you would normally want to be doing. Don't let it hold you back. That's one thing that I've had to truly face here where I'm at. I'm really I'm really stuck. I'm really stuck here, and kind of trapped, to be honest. But we're gonna make it through it. And I thought one last thing that I had this realization a couple of weeks ago about the word happy. It was a weird word, right? Why do people say I'm happy? What does that mean? Happy, like the root of that word. I don't know enough about the history of the word, but what I do know is it sounds very similar to happen, right? It sounds very similar to something's happening, happiness. So what is happiness? What does it mean to be happy? Happy. I'm happy. Happy. It can mean, or this is what I'm taking it to mean, is that you accept what is happening. That's what it means to be happy. People that are happy are accepting what's happening. It's easy to accept what's happening when it's joyful. It's easy to be happy when everything that's happening is pleasurable. But the trick is to understand that to be happy, you have to accept whatever is happening. And you can change that no matter what. You can change that in your mind. You can change it in your spirit no matter what's going on. You can internalize that and be accepting of what's happening. And all your stress and tensions will somehow magically disappear when you come to that point, that realization. Anyway, that's what I've been through. That's a realization that I've made. I hope this wasn't too much of a rambling video. Like I said, I'm going to be hopefully doing more of these. I wanted to show some progress of the movie and show you what we're doing and let you all know that we have not stopped, even though it's moving very slowly due to the situation this year, and we are getting closer. And I just thank you all for bearing with me through this. I wish it had been finished a long time ago, but that's the way it goes. And in the end, we'll have something really cool, and we'll have gone on this journey for years, and we'll see. We'll see what happens after that. I wish you all a great new year, and let's make it better. Let's make it even better than the last one. Peace. Stay free.